Yeah, when Trump said he's the chosen one, he didn't say he was the chosen one of God for the Christians, by God for America. He's the chosen one of the people that chose him. He was chosen by the people, the Republican side. And when he said he was the Messiah, he wasn't really meaning the Messiah like taking Jesus' place. He's the Messiah of Israel. Israel claimed him to be the Messiah. So Trump is the chosen one and the Messiah of Israel. And his foolish sheep, the herd. You all got herd mentality. Your sheep. Bah! For Trump. Bah! For Trump. The other side's bah! For Kamala now. Was for Biden. They're bah! For the Democrat side. Bah! For the Republican side. There's no difference. There's no difference. What are y'all going to do when Trump's out? I mean, Vance, he hated Trump. He royally hated Trump. He only joined Trump, and so he was a swamp creature. He's hanging with swamp creatures. He's playing with swamp creatures. He's in bed with swamp creatures. What happened to lock her up? Lock her up. Well, he turned y'all into fools. He protected her instead. Vance is just another one of the swamp creatures. They all want to take the guns. Whatever that woman's name with the dark hair that's got the white in it like a skunk. She's for take the guns. They're all for red flag laws. They're all for Israel. Trump did say, oh, the Democrats gave $5.2 million to Israel. They're for Israel first. They ain't for America. And then Trump says, I'm going to get rid of anti-Semitism. Pretty much, the American people ain't going to have the right to the first law of the Bill of Rights to criticize Israel anymore. He's against your First Amendment right. He even said it in an interview. The First Amendment, it's in the way. But you still want to bow down to Trump. Bah! What y'all going to do when he's out? And what are you going to do when you find out he bites you in the end? Because he ain't for what you think he's for, what he lies out of his, the lies that comes from the tip of his forked tongue, the snake you let in. You let the snake in. He was letting you know, you let the snake in, and the snake's going to bite you. He never referred to what the true snake was. I don't believe he ever said the Democrats is the snake. Go back and watch it. He just read from a piece of paper, and that was it. And then all he called them swamp creatures. He's going to drain the swamp. He didn't drain the swamp. He didn't get rid of the IRS. He didn't make sure gas, oil, and food prices would be way the hell down. Oil was still high when they went down. Gas was still high when it went down. I would like gas to go down to below $1 a gallon, like it was when I was in high school, back in late '80s. It was a 99 cents a gallon, I believe. It could have been 89. And it just gradually went up and up and up and up and up every 2-3 years or every year, just up, up, up. I was watching it going up every year. 10 cents, 5 cents, 15 cents. And people didn't bitch. They're okay with it. They ain't saying nothing. They're making a lot of money. Then food prices started going way up. Because of high oil prices that make gas go up. Well, we got to deliver this food. And so we got to charge them more to deliver the food because gas is higher. Well, instead of just the companies paying for it, they raised the prices. They all knew this would happen. Trump was been in there and he knew. He can't. Whoever controls the money controls everything. Because nothing is ran without money. And who controls the money? The Fed, the central banking system, the Rothschilds who bailed out Trump back in the 90s. It was a Taj Mahal, I think. He was going bankrupt, and they bailed him out. Bailed out his business, so he doesn't know what it's like to be poor. He's not a chosen one. Look up who the chosen ones are on YouTube. He's never been through shit. He's never been broke. He's never had nothing. He hasn't lost his family. He's in the material stuff. Oh, a gold toilet in the White House now. Well, Biden's sitting on that toilet now, or Kamala, or whoever, Obama. They're for riches. They're for money. They're not for God. Trump wasn't a Republican or a Christian when he got in. Oh, all of a sudden I'm now a Christian, so now everything's good. That's not how it works. There's things you got to go through to become a full Christian. Trials and tribulations through God. And to be on God's side, and to be away from being for money and fame. He's got all the spotlights when he shows up on stage now, just like in the wrestling. When they had the big screen back there, he's walking out on stage all bright and lit up. Just like celebrities. He ain't no different. What y'all gonna do when he's out? There ain't gonna be nobody like him if he happens to be that like you think. There's gonna be nobody else like him. Gerald Celente and Ron Paul are the only two, if they ran for president, I would actually vote for. They were shrinking the government all the way down to almost nothing. No more 3-letter agencies. Freely can travel on the roads and highways without being bothered, without having a license and all that. Can freely hunt and fish for food. Game wardens and all that, that's for game. Game wardens, that's for game when you go on sports hunting. For sport. And they're for poachers who go out, just get the head and leave the body, and that's wrong. Take the carcass. Just cut it right there. Take it in and have it processed. And give the meat to somebody. Donate the meat. Well, you hunted for the head and you hunted for food for somebody else. One or more people. Free. But instead, it's control. War on hunting, war on free hunting, war on free fishing, war on the Second Amendment, war on the First Amendment, war on this, war on that. So all it is a war on people who have all this stuff. The American people, they're at war with the American people to take away all of our belongings and our freedoms. or vice versa. Take away all of our freedoms to take away all of our belongings. Our right to free will given to us by God that God will not take away. But you don't want to be for a God, be under a God that, you're free straight across the board. Until you harm someone, steal from someone, damage their property, then you got to pay when you're caught. There should be a justice system if there's a doubt. Well, I believe this one, the one that did that, or I heard this person brag that they did this and that, but nobody saw the person do it, so you got to put them through trial. You got to find all the evidence to make sure you punish that person rightly. There can't be, well, we believe because he or she said they did it. That's really not enough. It's hearsay. Nowadays, there's a lot of people that goes around and says, yeah, I did it. I murdered those people because they want to be famous. Because they know because it used to be that murderers would be put on blast on the news, all over the news, and become famous. And people would write books about them. And I think they would get a cut of that money. I think. I don't know for sure. But because the books are written about them. And so they got to have a cut on it. Or they could say, I don't want that book written about me. My name's in there. They unlawfully put my name in there without my permission. So, yeah. What are y'all going to do when you find out in the end? After this election's over, you get bit. You're the old lady. America, or the United States of America, is the old lady that's about to get bit and put down, put to rest. This law that Biden and Kamala put in, or Kamala, that the cops now with the military can be on the streets. The military can be on the streets with the cops to gun people down if they don't comply. That's it. You don't comply, they could just gun you down. Well, they won't do what they're told. So we got the legal right under color of law. We need to end color of law. There is no such thing as color of law in the Constitution, in the state constitutions, in common law rights, or the common laws, the Declaration of Independence. That was created after 1871. Or whenever, after 1984. When the whole entire new government was created. Or a federal corporation. It ain't a government. Flag of the United States. Look in their U.S. codes. I got it screenshotted. It's called the United States flag in their constitutional U.S. codes. It's not called an American flag. It's called a United States flag. And the flag with the gold fringe, that's the military flag of occupation. So they make everybody here and everybody around the world think that's the American flag. So when they stick that flag in the soil of some other country, they think the American people are attacking them. It's the United States that's attacking them. It's the United States going to war with them. They created the armed forces after 1871. There was no armed forces before 1871. Wasn't it? No. There was no armed forces until after the forefathers died. The armed forces was created after the forefathers died by 1836. Of all the forefathers that died. And then the new government was coming in. these new presidents put in to create armed forces to start coming through, killing off the Indians that didn't want to be enslaved by the United States government and do what the United States government wanted. And then in 1861, they went to war with South America. Or it was after the war. They went through and started killing off Indians and trying to take over the Indians, turn them into slaves like they did the American people after 1865. So, this is the government that we have today. The government that did what they did in 1861 all the way up to now is a tyrannical government. It's not the North American government that the forefathers created. It was changed. You want to fly the North American flag? You fly the one that has 13 stars. It's in a circle with the red or the white and the red, however it is, red and white. And then that's the blue with the stars. That's the original United States of American flag, or the flag of the United States of America. The other one's not. It's a United States flag. United States versus United States of America. Put that in your search engine in Google. See what you come up with. They're two different entities. We're in the United States of America. United States is in Washington, D.C. So I'm going to leave it at that. You all take care. Bye.